Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is TrueNut, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Far Harbor. Last time, well, we discovered that Dima in the past has done some slightly dubious things, in particular building a kill switch to sacrifice the entirety of Far Harbor if they happen to get aggressive towards the synths, which, well, I can sort of understand. I'm not entirely 100% comfortable with, and apparently we've got one last secret of his to dig up today before we figure out whose side we're going to take in this conflict, and that is he's got a secret medical facility, so let's go find that. And apparently that completes Best Left Forgotten, even though I blatantly haven't found the facility yet. Hang on, game. Chill out for a sec. I haven't actually found any facility yet. I've just found, you know, a factory. Find out Dima's secret. Here we go. Far side of the big room I was already in fact. One novice lock terminal. Secret elevator.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
I don't care about your companion quest. I honestly don't. There's something buried here. An unmarked grave. Avery's locket. Who is Avery? Wait, that name rings a bell. What's done is done.
Is it going to be painful?
Yes. It's going to be like having everything you are ripped out and replaced with something else. Someone else.
I'm ready. I wish I could say goodbye to everyone.
Scanning.
No one else can know.
If you need assistance,
This isn't
please
just
approach
about
the intercom.
infiltrating Far Harbor. It's about becoming the human that synths drawn here need to meet. Reasonable. Willing to accept them as just another living thing. No greater or lesser than humanity itself. You'll be part of the bridge between our two worlds. That all vanishes the moment anyone discovers that it's been manufactured. That you're a synth.
Did she have to die? The woman I'm replacing? God, she looks so peaceful lying there.
Don't. Please. That blood is on my hands, not yours.
Oh. So Dima killed someone and sent a synth to replace her. Okay. Confront Dima about Avery's murder. Well, they deserve to know the truth. Dima may come across as a good guy, but there's just too many compromises in his life. Creating that kill switch, murdering someone. All of it just too much. Oh, right. Yes, Avery. The captain. Sorry, I just kept thinking of her as Captain Avery. For some reason, when it was just referred to her as Avery. Avery's a synth and has been all along. Right. Stand up, Avery. Nice and flippin' slow, if you'd be so kind.
Everything's relatively quiet for once. Need something?
We've got a bit of a problem.
What's the penalty for murder in Far Harbor?
We're too independent to really have laws. But if a murder can be proven, tradition is the culprit's executed. Extreme, but it keeps the peace.
Okay, and I'm guessing your thoughts on Dima will all be very positive.
What's your opinion of Dima?
We don't see him that often. He seems pious, I guess. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way around here. So I'm glad he keeps to the observatory. Why?
I'm sorry, but you're not Captain Avery.
I have proof that Dima killed the original Captain Avery. Here.
But that's my locket. It was lost in a fire. The skull. It can't be. Listen, I'm me. I remember everything. I can't be a synth. You're wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I have holotapes.
These holotapes prove it. Listen.
I won't listen. It's lies. You're making it up.
Forensics don't lie.
I saw the real Avery's bones. This is her skull.
It's not my face. Oh, God. It's true, isn't it? I'm a synth. Do you have any idea what it's like to learn everything you know, everything you believe is a lie?
Not too far off, to be honest. I lost everything myself.
Look. My whole world's been turned upside down too. Friends, family. I understand.
At least you know you're you. Your tragedies are yours. Mine. The only thing I can do now is live the way I believe is right. Dima is a murderer and a liar, and he should pay. But if you share this with anyone here, especially Alan Lee, many innocent people will suffer. Far Harbor's on the edge, and this will just push everyone right over it. Confront Dima. If you can make him pay, do so. But please, keep that evidence a secret.
Okay, I can't promise anything just yet.
I can't make any promises.
Far Harbor's barely holding itself together.
Oh, it's doing fine. I've done a lot of good work here. Okay, let's not tell the rest of the town just yet. We now know who the synth is and we have her opinion. She's willing to play ball, but we need to confront Dima about this. Now, there's also, of course, Kasumi downstairs. She has a right to have an opinion on this, I'd say.
You're back. So, what did you find? Can we really trust Dima? Or is he hiding something?
He's been engaged in synth infiltration.
I found Dima's earliest memories. He murdered and replaced someone in Far Harbor. And then he covered it up, even hiding the knowledge of it from himself.
Damn it. I was hoping I was wrong, but I just knew there was something. Do you know why he did it?
He had good intentions, admittedly.
I think he just wants peace for everyone on the island, even if it means controlling them from the shadows.
So, he means the best? Should we help him? Is Acadia worth saving? There's good people, synths, here.
Maybe you should just go home. Maybe this place isn't all it's cracked up to be.
You should head home, Kasumi. Back to the Commonwealth.
I've been thinking about that actually, but I need to see this through. There are synths here I care about. Maybe when this is over, we can talk about it again?
Ooh, and there's an island almanac I just missed over here. What's this one? 10% less damage from radiation-based attacks. That's useful. Yeah, Dima, you need to explain yourself and it better be damn good. With the best one in the world, you can't just flipping manipulate people, engage in synth infiltration and replication. That's not cool. Not cool at all.
Hey, Dima.
We must find some way to bring peace to the children of Adam and Far Harbor.
Maybe murder them all and replace them all with robots that you personally control.
Your memories led me to a gravesite. You killed Captain Avery and replaced her with a synth so you could control Far Harbor.
What? That's impossible. Let me see what you found.
If he did that once, he might calculate that it's right to do it again.
I did it. I killed a woman from Far Harbor and replaced her. I stripped a synth's identity from her and made her an agent.
No. No, this isn't fine. This isn't good. Oh, did you do the right thing? No, because you had absolutely no proof that Far Harbor were even against you. You kind of did all this preemptively.
You're a fraud.
Maybe you're right. The compromises I've made, all without even knowing.
Yeah, it's called willful ignorance for a reason.
I'm starting to see things more clearly. We have to keep this secret from Far Harbor. If they knew I had done this, they wouldn't destroy just me. They'd come after Acadia, and then without us, the fog condensers will eventually fall into disrepair. Everyone will die. I have an idea. There's still a way we can bring peace. But the fact that I've replaced a human with a synth must remain hidden.
You should turn yourself in. Other synths can be taught to do the business here with the fog condensers, but you've proven yourself dangerous.
Make your case to the people of Far Harbor, Dima. Let them decide.
And if their judgment is to destroy Acadia, the synths I've gathered here are innocent. I'm responsible for them being here.
No, I think you need to do it. I think that's the right thing to do. Trust in humanity. He's got to. I just need to get my nice gear on.
You said you wanted human and synth kind to be equal. Well, now you have to prove it. Tell them the truth. Trust that they'll do the right thing.
You're right. We can't be above any other living being. When something terrible is done, there have to be repercussions. I'll go. The people of Far Harbor will have to decide what to do with me. And I will have to hope Acadia will be spared. I'm gambling the lives of my people. That your trust in Far Harbor is not misplaced.
They'll listen to me. I've done so much good work for them. They will listen to me. Here we go.
My long walk is over.
What's this about?
People of Far Harbor, you know me. We have lived peacefully together for years. We have come to trust each other in our way, but I've betrayed that trust, and I've kept the truth from all of you. Early on, during Acadia's founding, I murdered one of your own. I replaced them with one of mine.
What? Who?
The identity of my agent must remain hidden. They are as much a victim in this as anyone. They will do you no further harm. I am the only one to blame.
Okay, now, I'm going to defend Dima's actions, because we might still be able to make peace with... Actually, no, just let him go on for a bit. Let him just go on.
Go on, Dima.
I wanted to prove that humanity and synth could coexist. That we did not have to fear each other. But I went too far. I see that now. I only ask that you judge me and not what we've built together. Allow the peace between Acadia and Far Harbor to last beyond this.
Peace? You call murdering one of ours peace? I say we end this bastard and then burn his whole goddamn Acadia to the ground!
Alan, enough. Dima will pay for his crime, but not Acadia. This path you want leads to murder. Cold-blooded murder.
We leave them be. We'll never know if they're killing and replacing us, one by one. No. We kill every last one of them, just to be sure. Who's with me?
Arcadia should burn. It's your decision. Yeah, Alan needs to shut the hell up here. But Arcadia is innocent is, well, the better check. No, Arcadia as a whole is innocent in this.
Acadia is blameless. You have your criminal here. Judge him and him alone.
You're not... even... you... God damn it.
Careful. This could get out of hand real fast.
Don't listen to the mainlander. My brother knows what we've got to do.
See the hull? That's thanks to the mainlander. A true friend of the harbor.
You going to listen to Alan's hate-mongering? You even remember who did the captain's dance?
Mainlander cleared my farm.
Oh, bless, they're actually going one by one depending on whether I've helped them or not.
What's Alan really ever done? Caused trouble. Remember who cleared the lumber mill? Remember who's given us a new chance to take back our island?
I owe my life to this stranger. We should listen. Now.
My uncle's safe and alive. The strangers always steered us right. What? The mainlander threatened me. Chased me from my home. Alan's a good boy. Listen to him.
Enough. I'll back down.
And the vote goes against him because I did so much to help.
So this ends here, Dima. Murder's a serious crime. There's only the one punishment for it. If you have any last words, now's the time.
I'm sorry.
Mitch. Every homestead, town, and people has a dark side. But if we're ever to know peace, we don't let the worst of us define us. So justice has been done. And I expect everyone to respect the peace between us and Acadia.
The island's restless. I don't have time. No good can come of it.
Nick, I'm genuinely sorry it came to that. I'm very sorry indeed. But by doing that, we have managed to, well, the risk that he would calculate that replacing more people with synths was the right way to maintain peace has been removed. Meanwhile, the peace between the two sides has been maintained, and with Dima dead and me holding on to both the kill switch, and the nuclear launch codes, there's no chance that either of them will ever be used. There's still going to be hostility between the Children of Atom and Far Harbor, but neither of them has the ability to significantly hurt the other anymore. Now, Nate, you got anything to say about this?
So, Dima is dead. After all that talk about trying to accept him as family, we end up getting him killed anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
On the bright side, you get to continue your, alas, I'm the only prototype synth routine.
Oh, too soon, Bacon!
Why don't you just shut the hell up for once? I swear you care more about sounding smart sometimes than you do about who has to listen to it. Let's just hit the road, all right? I don't think I can talk about this anymore.
Oh, Nick, I'm sorry. I genuinely am, and I'm sorry that I can never resist a sarcastic speech option, but this, I hope, has pretty much secured either society from utter annihilation. He did it once, he might have done it again, and I think this is for the best. And appropriately enough, as the sun starts to go down, let's finish off the DLC. But I love that ending. That ending where each person, depending on whether you've helped them or not, votes for or against you and decides the matter. That's beautiful. That's arguably more sophisticated even than like the faction system in New Vegas. That reminded me of the end of Rannoch in Mass Effect 3. And I know people don't like the very end of Mass Effect 3, but it was still a spectacular game. And Rannoch, where all the decisions you made up to that point with various characters in various games all of a sudden came back to you as to whether or not you could make a true lasting peace. But I love the fact that whatever you choose, there's a compromise. There's no easy, simple way of doing it.
You found out the truth and now he's paid for it. We did the right thing, didn't we?
He couldn't be allowed to stay. He calculated once that was the right thing to do, he could have done it again. But I honestly don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes there isn't a right answer.
Yeah. I've been thinking the same thing a lot since this all started. Hey, listen. So, when you first showed up, you came to get me, to bring me home. I've been thinking a lot about that. I hurt Kenji and Rei by leaving, didn't I? I could have just stayed home, pretended everything was alright, but I left them. Should I go back? They obviously still care about me, or who they think I am. They need a daughter. They deserve to have one. Everything in Acadia has been settled. I found my answers. Maybe it's time I did something for someone else.
Well, then it sounds to me like you've made your decision.
You're right, Kasumi. They need you. Go home.
I will. I'll start gathering my supplies and I'll have to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks. For everything. Maybe I'll see you back in the Commonwealth?
Absolutely. Hopefully you'll be there when I get back. And that there, I think, is pretty much everything. Hello, old friend. Didn't need you in the end, but always like having you available just in case. And at the absolute bare minimum, I did get myself a massive radioactive glowing hammer out of this whole situation, which is beautiful. We killed the world's most terrifying creature, the Red Death, who turned out to be about the size of a small dog. Oh, this could be the best bit of DLC Fallout has ever had. The Pit's definitely my favourite of Fallout 3's DLC, and Old World Blue's my favourite of those in New Vegas. This is, well, obviously vastly better than Automaton and Wasteland Workshop, but this could be the I mean, I love the ending, and I love the world, and I love how big and complex it's been, and I flipping love the Red Death subquest. That's like probably been my favourite DLC quest ever, and I love the complexity of it and how there's no easy answers, but how clearly, like, if you put the work in, there is, like, you know, you can get people round to your side. But this could be my favourite bit of DLC in the history of all of Fallout. That's amazing. Right, let's go home. I think we might have just left Nick Valentine behind, by the way. I'm not sure he actually got on the boat. No, enjoy your new home! And we're where I could have fast traveled, by the way. I just kind of feel like having that lovely air of finality by bringing this guy's boat back to him. Feels like a proper goodbye if you sail your boat out into the ocean away from the town. They'll be alright, I think. They'll be alright. Oh, and she beaten me home?
Mom? Dad? I'm home.
Kasumi? Oh my god, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
You're very well, and now I get paid.
Time to pay up, Kenji.
Don't worry. You've earned it.
If any of you ever need help again, you know where to find us.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Hold on to her, Kenji. Listen to her next time. She is a synth. No. Just listen to her next time, alright?
Listen to Kasumi next time, Kenji. Don't just try to keep her safe. Talk to her.
I know. I will. I was holding on so tightly, I almost lost her. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
Okay.
I get to dig up buried treasure? Yar, har, har!
Yes, but you're not going to need a map or anything. I buried it. I know where it is. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
See you around, Kenji.
Goodbye, Nick. Best of luck to you and your partner in the future.
Here we are. Close to home. Alright, now what have we got here? So, some ammo, big pile of bottle caps, an enraging shotgun. I'm not sure whether these are guaranteed drops or if these are kind of random, by the way. I have no bloody clue. Some cartridges, heavy gear. Heavy gear is actually pretty solid, you can see there. A mop. Not sure why you don't bury the mop, but alright. And, okay, some decent stuff there. Enraging if you happen to not have one of those. I think well, I'm not going to be using it anyway. I've definitely kind of... I actually got one of those by coincidence in my survival playthrough, but I haven't had one here. And Nick, what have you got to say about the whole situation now it's all over?
Hey.
I'm sorry it turned out the way it did.
Nick.
In this line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
I want overtime pay for this one, Nick.
That makes two of us. I'm glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be.
I'm very sorry, Nick, but I couldn't let the fact that it was nice that you got yourself a little bit of a brother stand in the way of the fact that I think that was... Like, we resolved that with only one death, and it was the death of someone who did indeed intentionally murder someone else. If that's the one person who had to die, for there to be at least close to peace on that island, I'd say that's probably for the best, probably a bit, I guess, I'm not sure. And with that, something I've been waiting to do for quite some time. Nick, go away so I get my flipping Lone Wanderer benefits back. I tell you what though, you can keep the pirate hat as a little memento of our adventure. Meanwhile, I head for home, drop off the power armor, and that leaves me with just one thing I do want to check out, which is this beautiful assault gear. What can we do with this? So one, we can actually put, we can put the beautiful patterns on it. That's nice, which admittedly makes it much, much worse than it already was, but okay. Or we can get it up to, this is interesting, Assault Marine Armor or Inquisitor's Marine Armor. It appears to be pretty much identical to each other, but yeah, I'm guessing the Inquisitor's Marine Armor's got like a unique paint job on it. That's nice. Eats a lot of leather, mind. Other than that, it's all, yeah, it's pretty much the basic stuff. It's got some of the more advanced ones you don't find on many bits of armor, by the way. So, reduces the magnitude of incoming staggers, which is very, very cool there. If you've got armor of 4, which I do now, so I could, yeah, have that there. Or Biocom Mesh. Duration of chems, 50% up. That's actually pretty damn solid. Yeah, I'd gladly have some of that. The arms also get weighted. Unarmed and melee attacks ignore some of the armor. The legs have a sleek option, increased movement speed while sneaking. That's pretty damn good, actually. Yeah, I like that one. In fact, I put that on both the legs and leveled up as a consequence. Beautiful. But get that full set of gear, and that's what we're looking at here. Marine armor. Beautiful. And of course, this is completely unupgraded stuff, aside from the slight increase in sneaking speed. So yeah, I think you can see that there's a slight improvement on the sneak speed there. Very, very nice indeed. But honestly, not much more you can do to it, really. You can change the design a bit, but there's not much you can actually do to improve the damage resistance or anything. But despite how lovely this armor is, honestly, like, I don't like it that much. It's not, like, that damn good. I actually like a little bit more, actually, with the Marine Tactical Helmet, but, in all honesty, I actually prefer the whole thing if you take all the armor pieces off entirely. Yeah, just the basic Marine Wetsuit plus helmet. That kind of works too, especially if we just quickly get out a sword. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That works pretty darn well. And we can't deny this DLC has changed us. There's things we just don't need anymore. The Rockville Slugger is just straight up retired, because it is a slow weapon with the VATS enhanced on it, and, well, just compare it to flipping the fish catcher. It's so much worse. So the Rockville Slugger goes away for good. And I've kept the Defender's Harpoon Gun, of course, though we shan't be using it anymore. That was totally a melee weapon, and anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. And actually, that just leaves one more thing it would be nice to show off right now. And that is, as we re-enter our proper traditional armor, albeit I am going to keep the unyielding thing, the unyielding piece, so when I'm below 20% health, I'm +3 strength and legendary slow time. That strikes me as a good combo. And I will keep the Captain's Hat, though, yes, sadly, tragically, the Captain's Hat does indeed refuse to take Ballistic Weave. Nothing I can do about that. So, yeah, no way to get that to be as good as my Armoured Battle Fedora. But I'll keep wearing it for casual conversation because I like it. But we have indeed failed to show off the new stuff that's in the settlement building. Not much, to be honest. Over in Wall Decorations Miscellaneous, you'll find a whole bunch of stuff that just kind of, you know, with some of the assets you saw sitting around Far Harbour. So you know what? Sure, let's hang up a little bit of that just as a reminder of our little adventure here. And you'll also find some of the rather nice patterns from the Children of Atom, which again, I actually really quite like. I think they're actually kind of cool. So we'll have some of that up too. Marvellous. I like that. I think that looks pretty cool. But the biggest thing is Structures Barn, that you can now build yourself a barn of some description. So there is kind of, yeah, barn floors, which are basically just, well, as far as I can tell, like, I don't really get it. Like, it does look pretty much just the same as, like, any other floor, so I'm really not convinced I kind of see the difference. Like, there's some that I can actually see, where you've kind of got the wood and the steel thing here. So you've kind of got this nice kind of, that kind of effect, if that's what you like. The walls are okay too. Like, they have the nice advantage that they look a lot more solid than the traditional wooden walls. It's like there's not massive holes in them. So again, like, just like the concrete, if you like having stuff that looks a little bit more like solid, like, you know, this house blatantly looks like it's falling apart and full of holes. If you make a house out of something more like this, it'll look a lot more solid, which I think is a lot nicer. Ditto with the roofs, actually. You do actually have some nice roofs there. You can kind of deliberately have some holes in them, but if you want to actually have, like, a solid roof, you're welcome to do so. Also, sloped roofs. You don't get many sloped roofs in this game. Like, traditionally so far, it's been, like, overwhelmingly flat roofs, so nice to have a sloped roof available to us. Including some odd little shapes like this for corner pieces. So, like, you know, it's nice to have a bit more kind of options to personalise houses and make them look proper. Now, this one I am actually quite fond of, by the way. A new type of stairs that has banisters built in. You can no longer run off the side of them, and falling off the side of stairs to my death is something I've done more times than I care to admit. So I'm very, very glad that this is here. And just a whole bunch of doors, including some nice big doors, by the way. If you'd like a massive door for a big structure, you're kind of in, you're in Clover here. You also got some posts, random outhouses if you'd like. If you'd like an outhouse with holes in it, so everyone can see your settlers when they go to the bathroom, you are sorted. There's even a roof cupola. I don't know what that is, but my house now has one. Boom. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful roof cupola. The prefabs, of course, contain like an entire barn. If you feel like you just want a barn, then here you go. Have a barn. Honestly, the nice thing about the barn, the same reason that I like the concrete houses, which is they just feel a lot more solid. Like, I really don't like how ramshackle is in Fallout. Like, I'm okay maybe with this sort of thing, but even then this isn't perfect. But like when you're building something yourself post-war, I really feel like, you know, it should look a little bit better than just a completely ramshackle, collapsing, blatantly about to fall over this sort of stuff. I'm not keen on that. And while I've got the ingredients to hand, gulp a slurry. Yeah, sure, let's make a little bit of that as I've got some here. Ah, yes, of course, and I did forget, we have got the recipe for Where's Brew, for which I need raw sap ×3, so I don't have any of that right now. And Fire Belly, do more damage, gradually increases at low health. Okay, so Aster, Black Bloodleaf, and Vodka, you can actually get yourself basically, yeah, increasing damage as you get weaker. Very, very nice. So is Gulper Slurry just a stealth boy? Yep, it does appear to be just a stealth boy, pretty much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the end of Far Harbor. This was a much, much bigger DLC than I was expecting. This is... I think Bethesda delivered when they said they were going to deliver the biggest DLC ever. They have delivered easily the biggest DLC ever in terms of landmass and in terms of the amount of hours it's taken me to play through it. And it's been utterly, utterly fantastic too. I may have to go away and think about this and maybe replay it a couple of times to see what the other options are for like how to resolve everything. But I genuinely think this might actually be my favourite DLC ever. I might prefer this to Old World Blues in the Pit. And that's bloody saying something. Utterly spectacular and makes me incredibly excited for what the hell they're going to do next. Because, like, this is the first bit of the first 3 bits of DLC, Automatron, Wasteland Workshop, and Far Harbor. This is like Season 1, if you like. There is a huge amount more to come yet. We don't know exactly how much, but I'd expect some more big traditional DLC-style packs yet, and I cannot wait. I mean, I was excited already, but now... bloody hell. Blimey, this is going to be exciting. But as I get out my giant atomic radiation hammer... oh my goodness, yes, I think that's quite a good thing. I'd say that's quite a good thing indeed. As I get out my giant atomic radiation hammer, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are done for the moment. But what a spectacular DLC this has been. We'll take a week off with Bacon, I think. Not least as today I've been recording for, what is it? About 7 hours straight, because I just wanted to kind of feel like I'd done literally everything. So I have done 7 hours straight recording with Bacon and No Gun. So maybe Bacon can have a week of holiday, and we will pick up with her the week after. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the end of the truly utterly spectacular Far Harbor. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I just found a laundry room, also a chainsaw for those particularly stubborn stains. Am I going to hipster heaven? Is there going to be infinite granola? Wait, I've got a ghost fedora? Did I just collect a giant ghost water heater? Food please, I'm a cat. Find out if Iris is safe. I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of failed that one.